I'm Sander Jansen. I am a Mycotoxin Risk Manager for EMEA, Europe, Middle East and Africa. Therefore I'm here today, and I have had a good meeting today, or conference, where we really touched the mycotoxin analysis and also the contamination levels in the feed in this region of the world, but also in South Africa specifically. We were focusing first on our mycotoxin global survey, where we focused a bit on the main mycotoxin groups. And later on I also explained very well about the Spectrum Top 50, which is a very relevant test, because in this test you can test at once all types of mycotoxins and not only look to one main mycotoxin, but to the complete family group. And that, if you look into that detail, you will find that often, for example, for Trichothecins B, the total exposure in our animals is much higher than what you would expect if you only look to deoxynivalenol as a main mycotoxin. And I think that is a very relevant message for South Africa, because what we also see is that the B trichothecins in South Africa are high prevalent, and also the concentration levels of those mycotoxins are relatively high, so that pose really a risk for the animals in productivity, but also in immunity and health. Today we also discussed about this impact of mycotoxins on our production animals. And what is very relevant, I think, to know is, of course, if you look to mycotoxins, it's very clear. How do they get into the animal? It's via the mouth. And then it gets first in the gastrointestinal tract, for rumens, of course, also in the rumen. And there the first effects, negative effects, are starting. If that is higher loads, the effects will be higher. Also on, I would say, devastating effects on the gastrointestinal tract. It can be destroyed, absorption of nutrients and vitamins can go down, but finally even translocation can take place, also called leaky gut, and with that pathogens, viruses, but also other mycotoxins and toxins can go into the bloodstream. And with that, finally, of course, the liver in the animals and detoxifying organs are also very busy with that, instead of producing meat, milk or eggs. Also it can hinder immunity responses and also efficacy of your vaccines. So altogether we can see it often as subclinical, and subclinical diseases are often not seen very well or well linked to the mycotoxins in this sense, but that means that it even robs a lot of profit from the farms today, because it can last for a very, very long time period. And in some farms where they grow their own roughages and feed materials, and they store that in big silages, for example, it can be even for a year. And that's something completely different compared to short illnesses, where your vet is coming, cure the animals, it will cost you much less money.